All right, I just uploaded a video about this hole. So we're playing in the 4th of July tournament, 2023. And hole number 1 is a par 4 that we definitely should be able to make. And hole number 4 is another par 4 that we definitely should be able to make. And I really, with better balls, need to go out there and at least practice them one time and get them in. I think I missed this hole actually during the round. I made it in practice from the rough, but I missed it from the rough. And I made some changes and I got it almost there, but the surprise was hole number 3. So this par 5, out of the 13 people that qualified with tiebreakers, hole number 3, so hole number 1, this par 4, had 4 people made this hole out of those 13, and 4 made this, and I think there was only one person that made both of them. But 6 people made hole number 3, got an ably on hole number 3. Now, I'm not sure that I brought out, I think for the second shot here, if you're out in this zone and you want to do a rough bump off this, you got to bring a Goliath. And I'm not sure that I want to make sure, let's look at my hole number 3. I need to make a note. I'm going to practice this hole a couple times, because if you get 6 people out of 13, half the freaking people that made it are making this hole. I mean, come on. And I will say that I have made this hole once this week, so it is makeable. And it is makeable every time if you can put yourself in the right spot. Goal I have. All right. Let's go play it. Let's go play this hole and see. Okay, so with my other account, I don't have any topspin boost balls, but I do have some here, and the goal is to try and get as far up as possible. Now I think the pin is over here, so you got more of the rough bump, but like trying to get it up so that you can actually go like straight at it. Getting it way up there, just run it right at it. None of that. Just get in the wedge and run it. I'm gonna run it out. I'm gonna rough bump it. All right, I'm gonna rough bump it with my wedge about mid club. That's my goal. All right, here we go. Here we go. I have no idea what driver I would. My notes say extra mile. We'll have to see where I'm setting it up. I'll make sure I'm getting the most out of it. I'm not so sure that this, like a topspin boost ball, wouldn't be appropriate here. I try and wipe these things out of my memory banks until I actually get back on them the next time, and then it all comes back to me. I've had so much stuff from the Matrix shoved into my brain in my lifespan that it puts enough to load it up in the RAM, and then by the time I access it, I'm good to go. So that's a power 3 ball, a topspin boost. I mean, I should be able to get. Okay, that's my APOC. Let's see what that looks like with an extra mile. Get a little bit more topspin. I think you can make it from there. 2. And that was good, and that's not good. This will be fine, but from here on it's going to shit. I think that trajectory will work though, but it wouldn't be bad to bring out. I don't think you can see where I came out in the sand. If I'd have been rolling up there, I would have got like from where I'm at to the tip, maybe half that distance. So I think a 4-power topspin boost ball is probably better. I think if you brought out a 5-power ball, you wouldn't be using all of the topspin, which might not be a bad deal, because if you had a headwind day and normally you were using the 5-power ball with 2 extra topspin, on a headwind day you could put on 4 and combat against it. Like, let's see if the shot's even worth, like, what the shot's even worth. Like, we know we have a shot from here. We know we can make that, but, like, you can see where I came out and the distance that I have in this plane. So I came out like this on a good, and so it might have been pretty close down there on the end. Let's just say I would have got that far. That's really kind of like where I'm trying to get to. Like, if I could get to that spot right there, I'd feel like I won. And see if it's even worth trying to get to that spot. I think it is, and I don't think I have to get quite as close as I am. What I'm trying to do is clear this rough right along this plane right here. This plane right here. And I'm trying to stay on that side of that plane, so that I can run the ball up to the cup. And my notes say wherever I'm at in my club, plus 0.3. And I am in a Kingfisher. There's min. There's max. So there's mid. So I'm min. It's 2.1, 2.8 divided by 2.1 plus 3, so 2.7, or excuse me, 1.7. Should have turned my grid on. Should have got all prepared before I came out here and did all this shit. There's 1.7. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I might get one more shot at it here. Maybe. It would especially be if my opponent was really paying attention, like miss, dude. Yeah, come on. That was a replay. Dang it. Let's do it again. Let's see how many of those balls I have. Let's go look at my ball inventory and make sure I may have enough to practice it one more time. But I don't know that that's the right ball, and I do have some of those balls. That is a good ball to use. That may be the ball I'm stuck with because I have some of them. Yeah, and these balls right here are very useful, but I only have a few of them left. So I think the ball that I have is the best that it's going to get. So let's think about what my problem was there. I'm going to bring an APOC instead of an extra mile. And even though I'm not getting as much, and it's just a little bit of extra distance, but I can get on a straighter line where I don't have to do as much curl. I think I can get right up into that spot. I was up there earlier, and if you draw a line across that, you don't have to get all the way up to the tip in order to have a run where you can just run straight at it. And if I'd have got just a little teeny bit more distance, I would have been in minimum Kingfisher. And that is at 1. So let me write this down. Minimum Kingfisher. I have notes for my auto account. I got to write some notes down for this. So I got Kingfisher. 2.1 plus 0.3. Right. All right. Let's go practice that one more time. Let's do this one more time. One more time. Practice. Practice. Practice now. Now I want to practice hole number 3. Hole number 3. Here we go. All right. I think I got one more good practice. I think I can catch a good one. If I can catch one good one, then I can go back and watch the video. This is why it's so important to record your own video, because you can go out there and just play and like try and be intuitive about it and use your own skills and all that shit, and then go back and watch the video and see like your epic mistakes. And I know what all of those are about, right? Like you're watching your stuff. You learn a lot of good stuff later on in the round when those shots are making it. They're making it because of those epic mistakes that you made at the beginning. Here we go. I have no idea. And I should use my extra mile. I'm sitting here thinking about what club I want to use divided by 2.1. I'm going to use an extra mile. And I'm going to use that power 3 toss and boost ball. We'll try and be serious about it. Sure, 1.8 rings. Top spin is king. All of the top spin is king. And I think if I do max curl from right there, I will not hit the other side and I'll clear it. So 3-1, 177. There's 175. Isn't it perfect? And let's see if a perfect works instead of the 75,000 rings great to the right that I hit it last time, where I ended up in the sand. And I still... That is about... And what could I have done to make that shot so that it came in more to the... I could have set it up. I set it up pretty far to the right, trying to bring it around, trying to get it to bleed up that deal. So I have tons of room to work with on the left. So that's about as far to the right as I would set that shot up. All right, the shot to the second shot here is wherever the hell I'm at in my club from that spot. This is the problem on this hole, is that I haven't been in a consistent spot in order to get the deal. But I think with that ball combo, I can get into that spot pretty easy. Hornet. 1 per ring. And I'm in a kingfisher, and I should be a minimum. There's min. There's max, there's mid, I'm in min. So it's 3.0 divided by 2.1. It's 172, 175. Throw 1 backspin. $175. There's 1.5, there's 1.75. Exactly. Isn't it perfect? Get in the hole. Ably. There we go. Right there. And that was where I was at in my club, plus 0.3. That's twice I've made it this week, and I did that setup both times. Thanks for watching. That's a hole. Hey, if 6 people in my bracket got that hole, we got to make sure we get that hole, or at least they got a shot at it. That's one way to go at it. With a Titan, I've had pretty much the same shot, but with my auto count, I'm using a Hornet, and I think it's been in max Hornet. So we're picking up the distance there between max Hornet and minimum short iron. Still a great shot. Thanks for watching.